Welcome back. Today at Healthy to 100, we're talking skincare. Why? What does it have to do with being healthy? Well, first of all, your skin is your body's largest organ. So taking care of it is the same as taking care of your livers and your heart. So it is pretty important. Second, at least for women, and I think for some men as well, the way that your skin looks influences your confidence, and which kind of influences your happiness. So I highly recommend just getting to know your skin, getting to know what works for you, what doesn't, and getting in the habit of having a really good skincare routine and taking care of yourself. It's not just about the look, it's also how you feel. And if you don't take care of your skin, you're gonna age faster, you're gonna get wrinkles faster, and you might get skin cancer, which no one wants. So today we're talking more specifically about my issue, which is fungal acne. I just maybe 3 months ago realized that I had fungal acne. I've always thought I had acne and I could not get rid of it ever. Not that I was doing a lot of research on how to get rid of acne either, but I've just always struggled with my skin and just recently started to look into how to fix it. So fungal acne is also known as Malassezia Folliculitis. I'm not really sure how to spell it, but it's going to be here. It is basically an accumulation of yeast, and it creates little bumpy, itchy pimples. There's a lot of videos out there by professionals that explain what it is and how to treat it and all of that, and I've been watching them obsessively and doing a lot of research. And after 3 months of doing research and trying things out, I finally come up with my skincare routine, which works perfectly, and we're going to talk about that later. So I'm going to show you what it is. I'm going to go into my bathroom and show you what it is. Sorry about the lighting, it's going to be horrible. But what can you do? I've never had a clearer skin. I do have some pimples once in a while, but it's really not as bad as it used to be, so I'm so happy. But basically, let's just get into the routine. So for Malassezia Folliculitis or fungal acne, if you have that, I find that the best two things that I've done for my skin is doing masks of Nazoral. It's an antifungal that you usually put on your scalp for dandruff, but it's an antifungal, so if you do masks of this, it'll help fix the fungus that is building on your skin. It sounds gross, but yeah. So I started doing that maybe twice a week, and I found that it wasn't enough for me. I would still recommend you start slow, and then if you find that it's not changing quickly enough, I'm a little bit impatient. So I started doing it every day, and now it's pretty much gone. If I see that I'm starting to get little bumps here and there, I'm gonna do a mask, but that could be like once a week or once every other week. So I'm going to start with that, and then we'll go from there. So what you need to do, in the morning I don't wash my face. I know that some people must, but I have a combination skin, so if I wash it, I find that it gets too dry. But you can definitely wash your face with some products. But I won't, so I'm just going to rinse it. Washing my hands first. It's very important. Okay, so it's really wet, and it gets really red when I touch it, but I have a piece of hair there. That's so weird. But what you want to do prior to this is keep your face a little bit damp. So I'm just gonna go and dry out a little bit. And it doesn't really matter if I dry this part here, because I'm not gonna put much there. So I wouldn't put too much. It lathers pretty well, so I put about this much on my face and I lather it all over. I wouldn't press too hard. It's just gonna start basically getting whiter.
what I did was I would really get it up to my hairline and here, because I had bumps here as well and a lot on my cheeks. And then it says to take it like a little bit around the area where you usually have fungal acne, so I would recommend you do that. So I would like put a little bit on under my chin here and rub. I like when it gets white. It's kind of fun. Okay, so you can do this mask more often, but I wouldn't recommend putting it on for over 8 minutes. 5 is ideal, so you're better off doing it more often and not leaving it for too long. It dries out your skin a little bit, so 5 minutes is good. So I'm just gonna wait 5 minutes and come back. Ta-da! I can see that it's a little red, but I know it's not damaging my skin. If you find that it's like giving you a burning sensation, I would just rinse it off right away. Should have said that in the beginning. But yeah, rinse it off. So I'm going to rinse it off right now. It's been 5 minutes. I'm good. BRB. Boom. So I'm just going to pat my hair dry. Pat my face dry. You don't want to rub ever because it's just too exfoliating for your face. Okay. We're good. So mask is done. I usually do this in the morning because I want to keep the evening for more active ingredients like, excuse me, like glycolic acid. Like this here. I'm making a video about this. I'm loving this right now. It's helped clear my skin so much. And retinol. So I keep the mornings for simpler things. One thing that I should say is I'm going to link below a website where you can paste the ingredients of your products in a field, and then the website will tell you if the ingredients are going to feed your Malassezia Folliculitis, your fungal acne, because there's a lot of products that are actually feeding it. That's what makes it complicated when you're searching for good products for your skin if you have fungal acne. It's pretty annoying. There's a lot of ingredients in a lot of products out there that are really bad for your skin because you have fungal acne. So what you might have to do is start switching products if they have those types of ingredients. There's also a really good blog post that explains all of this. I'm going to link it below, but they have specific products that they recommend, and a lot of them, I pasted their ingredients in the website that tells you if the ingredients are good or bad for your skin, and a lot of them were bad. So I would still do my own research and copy and paste the ingredients of your own products in there, and even the ingredients of the products that the blog post recommends in there to make sure that it's actually good for your skin. I've done a lot of research on this, and I will give you a bunch of products that I find are really good for me. But yeah, so let's just keep going. Second, in the morning, I want to tone. This one here is a really good toner. It feels good in the morning. I don't do this at night. Also, I forget, when you have Malassezia folliculitis, when you have fungal acne, please make sure you wash your face and you rinse your face with cooler water, not too warm, not really hot water. Heat is a really good environment for fungal acne. You want to make sure that you're not providing a good environment for it to grow. So I'm just going to put a little bit here on my cotton pad. Also, it's a reusable cotton pad. I'm going to link it below if you're into reusable stuff. I love it. I just use them, and then I put them in like a little bag like this that comes with the reusable pads. Throw that in the washer, and then they're clean, and I love it. Like, I've used this for makeup before, and it's all clean. So I'm just going to rub this gently across my face. When I switched to this, instead of going directly to my moisturizer, I find that it helped keep the fungal acne away from my face. So I don't know, maybe it's just me. I would test it out. Highly recommend it. They have scented product. I always recommend unscented products just because scented can be fragrance or even essential oils. And if you watch any of Hyram's videos, these are bad. They can be drying for your skin. Not drying. What does he say? I don't know. It's just not good for your skin, so don't do it. So that's my toner. And I have 2 more steps. It's really just a 4-step thing. And it is... Actually, that's not true. So depending on how I feel and what I put on the night before, I'm going to go for the iUnique gel moisturizer. That is my day moisturizer. It's very light. If you have more of a dry skin, I would not go for a gel moisturizer. I would go for a lotion or even a cream. But for me, that works. And sometimes I will mix it up with the niacinamide from The Ordinary. Niacinamide, 10% zinc, 1%. This helps basically clear your pores. It helps give me like a glow for the day. What I do is, and I don't like putting too much stuff in the morning, but I put a little bit less moisturizer than I normally would. And then I just add 1 or 2 drops of my niacinamide on there. You can also just put niacinamide all over your face and then put moisturizer. But in the morning, I just don't want it to be too thick. So I mix them up. Mix them together. And 2. And then I just kind of mix them together. Like the worst chemist ever with my fingers. And I put it on my face. You should get your neck. Usually when I do this, it gives me a little bit more product than usual, so I try to get my neck. Because your neck also ages and you want to make sure that it's protected. And then if you have some left over, I just put it on top of my hand. Because it feels good. Cool. And also your hands age quickly. And last thing, but the very most important thing, if you don't do anything in the morning and you just want to rinse your face and get on with your life, I mean, moisturizer is really important because it's going to block your skin from evaporating moisture. So you want to keep the moisture in, and that's what it's for. But if you want just like a 1-step thing in the morning, get FPS. I've looked everywhere for FPS bottle that is not going to give me itchy little bumps and fungal acne and irritation or pimples, and I found this one. I'm gonna link it below. I got it from Yes Style, and it's FPS 50 plus PA plus 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 plus, and it's really good. It hasn't given me anything bad. It's been wonderful. You don't have to put that much, and I'm pretty fair skin, so it doesn't leave a white cast on my skin. If you're a little bit darker, it might, but basically I put this much. It's sliding. It's very light. It kind of feels like a serum almost, maybe like a lotion, but it's very, very, very light. As you can see, it's not really leaving anything on my skin. So I put it all over. So if you have fungal acne, again, I would highly recommend this one. I had the Klairs FPS 50 KLAIRS, but it would give me, my face would become itchy a little bit, and I looked it up, and some of the ingredients weren't that great for fungal acne. So this is one, and then that is it. That's it. And then I just remove this weird thing and move on with my life. It's a few steps, but if you don't do this every morning, then it's not going to be too bad. and then you don't have to put the niacinamide there. I like it. I feel like it just gives me a glow. Like, you know, here, I don't have that usually. And it keeps my pores clear. But yeah, wow, it's the morning, eh? Yeah. Anyways,
That's it. I hope you liked it. If you did, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. I just want to recap what we saw today. So first step is if you have Malassezia folliculitis, if you have fungal acne, you want to get rid of it so that you can then maintain your nice looking skin, no bump. And that's what you want to go for. This is the Nazoral. There's 2 types. I'm not really sure what the other type is, but actually I bought it on Amazon and that was the first one that they recommended. So that's one. So you can do it up to maybe once, maybe twice. If your skin is very oily, then it's not going to dry it that much. But if you have combination skin to dry skin, I wouldn't do it more than once a day. And even that until you see that your skin is clear and it has no bumps and you're happy with it. And then you can just maintain it whenever you see that there's something coming up. And then I go in with a toner, which is the witch hazel. I'm going to link these below. Alcohol-free, unscented. I prefer when my things are perfume or any essential oil free. And then you can either go in with a niacinamide and splatter that all over your face if you don't mind the thickness. Also, if you have too thick of a layer on your skin, it will make your skin more prone to fungal acne because it's giving it like a layer of heat. But if you can put this first and then put your moisturizer second. Again, this is one that works really well for my skin. Any moisturizer will do. You just gotta know what works for you. Or you can mix both together as well. And then the most important, and good luck finding a good FPS. I hope that you can order this one because it really, really works. The FPS 50. Anyways, the FPS 50 from Subu. I've never heard of this brand before, but it was the only one that didn't have any ingredients that is bad for your fungal acne. So highly recommend. But anything else, if something else works for you, then good. I'm happy for you. Nothing else worked for me, so good luck. But yeah, that's it. That's it for how to treat your fungal acne, how to take care of your Malassezia folliculitis, and how to make sure that your skin is healthy and glowy. I hope you liked it. I can show you kind of how glowy it is. I think that the glow is niacinamide, but I don't know. I'm happy with it. So I hope you have a good day. I hope you come back to the channel. We usually talk about healthy habits for longevity, and this was part of the treat yourself segment, which you gotta do. You gotta treat yourself once in a while, because otherwise, what is life about? That was very dramatic. So I'm just gonna let you go on your own.